What's up everyone, welcome to Stockton. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we talk about stocks before they start blowing up, say goodbye to chasing stocks at all-time highs, and say hello to making some money. So if this sounds like something you want to take advantage of, then hit that beautiful subscribe button and like the video. Now let's get to it. Before we get into the video, I have to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is just my opinion and is for entertainment purposes only. Having said that, if I'm talking about a company, I'll let you know whether I'm personally going to invest in it or not towards the end of the video. But you should always do your own due diligence, so with that out of the way, let's get started.
Hi guys, today we're talking about a high risk, high reward, green energy play. The company we're talking about today is Tellurian, ticker symbol TELL. Tellurian is committed to supplying energy to the global market with a priority on decreasing urban pollution, reducing worldwide carbon emissions, and slowing the pace of climate change. Tellurian is developing natural gas infrastructure efficiently and responsibly, providing consumers with a more reliable, cleaner energy supply and enabling advances in renewable energy alternatives. So now that we know what they do, let's have a look at its chart. Now, as we can see here, the share price has gone up by a lot in the recent months, so a pullback in my opinion is inevitable here. Having said that, if you're a long-term holder of this stock, then you could be rewarded with some big gains. Let me explain why. Tellurian was founded by the same person who started Cheniere and features many of the executives involved in moving that company from startup to cash cow. If they can do it again, Tellurian could deliver enormous gains for investors who buy today. To give you some context to this, have a look at the share price of Cheniere and its market cap right now. This company trades at a share price of nearly $65 and has a market cap of $16 billion. So its market cap is about 16 times bigger than Tellurian. Now that doesn't mean that Tellurian is going to reach a market cap of 16 billion tomorrow, but that should give you an idea of where the share price can go from here, and that even though Tellurian has gone up by a lot in the recent months, there's still a lot of room for it to grow, provided that they can deliver on their business plans, of course. Another positive thing going for Tellurian is that in addition to Souki, Tellurian also counts Martin Houston as co-founder and vice chairman of the board. Houston was COO of natural gas giant BG Group, which was acquired by Royal Dutch Shell. Tellurian also counts Meg Gentle as CEO. Gentle was a key executive at Cheniere under Souki during the company's development phase. So having a leadership team that understands LNG and has delivered on a ground-up development is hugely important. I now want to dig in a little deeper into this company and show you its 5-year chart. As you can see, Tellurian used to trade way higher than its current share price. More specifically, on January the 1st, 2020, the share price stood at $7. It then fell by 74% in February. This is the reason why the share price fell. Tellurian's operating outlook turned much cloudier last month after the company announced that a major potential partner in its proposed Driftwood liquefied natural gas facility isn't ready to commit to the project. India-based Petronet is asking for more time to consider the deal, and so the preliminary deadline was moved from March 31st to May 31st. Shares tanked on the news as delays threatened the energy company's funding, even as coronavirus travel restrictions make it harder to complete negotiations. So now that we know why the share price fell, it's time to find if something's changed in this story. I had a look into their investor presentation to see if there's any development on the Driftwood LNG project, and this is what I found. Now, I just wanted to point out that this investor presentation was last updated on the 13th of January, so it's fairly recent. Over here, they're saying that the Driftwood LNG project is shovel ready. However, they still haven't secured project financing, which would be a big catalyst when it does get announced. I think the likelihood of them securing financing is pretty good given the current landscape. I say this because countries worldwide are now under pressure to opt for more sustainable and environmentally friendly sources of energy. Right, so now I want to show you the prospects of LNG in various countries where Tellurian operates. So in China, improved gas infrastructure penetration increases demand, increased industrial demand from economic recovery. In India, the government's policy to support natural gas to tackle pollution issues and energy poverty. In Europe, increased reliance on imported gas due to domestic declines, higher CO2 prices, and climate action urgency boost demand. And in Southeast Asia, fastest growing region for power demand at 5.4% in 2021, limited private sector financing for new coal projects makes LNG attractive as a base load fuel. It's also important to note that natural gas prices are rising and expected to rise globally in the years to come. Tellurian is especially focused on the Asian market, and according to them over here, the Asian LNG demand grew by 17% year over year. So there's a lot of positives with this company, but it is important to remember that they still need to secure that financing for their driftwood project. In addition to this, Tellurian's debt to equity ratio is really high, which is a point of concern. They also have less than a year's cash runway based on its current free cash flow. So they are in a difficult spot financially and could announce an offering to raise money, which would obviously dilute the shareholders and result in a decrease in the share price. But if you're holding this long term, that might actually be a good thing as long as they use that money efficiently. In my view, investing in this company presents a good risk to reward ratio. I notified my Patreons about this company the other day and I've started a small position here. I won't lose sleep if I lose this money, but the potential upside is massive. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Have an awesome day and I'll see you in the next one.